Okay, so the bolt wouldn't come out the bottom, it just spun the whole thing, so I found it easier to just take the top off, but keep in mind it might be under some pressure. So when you pull that out, this is how it looks. This is what got me on the last set that I did. I didn't keep track of what it came out and how it came out, so I had a hard time putting them back together. But it is, first thing, this washer, and it is two-sided, so one side's a little bit curved and the other side's flat. And it was in there with the rounded edge up and the flat side down. The next thing, pull that out. Then there is the spacer. So the spacer comes out. This, drop it in there. The next thing's going to be this washer, and it sits on top of the spring but underneath the spacer plate. Then the next thing's going to be the long spring, and it's going to be covered in shit too, so be careful with it. You don't want it all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Okay, so this happened on one of the last shocks that I did. It turns out to be that the drain pan will spin the piece that it's mounted into inside the shock, and therefore you have to go in through the top and restrain the piece that's in there, which is this. So you have to find a way to keep it still inside the bottom of the shock so that you can take out the drain flow. So my buddy came up with this. Long piece of all thread with a couple of nuts on the end, stick it down through the top, take out the drain plug in the bottom. I videotape it, but I'm doing this alone, so I'm gonna have to pause it. Okay, so this is the setup that I got for taking that out and holding it at the same time. Had to put a pair of vice grips on it to keep the all thread from spinning. Okay, so once you get it to stay still, you get the drain plug bolt out of the bottom. This is what's gonna come out. And this was just spinning inside, but keep in mind where the spring is. And there should be a spacer around the end of this. So it must be stuck inside the shock. Okay, so you're gonna get the inside shock out. You've got to take off the clips. Get the clips off first. You got to take off the dust cover. Okay, so this is stuck in the tube. So we put out this to try to get it out of the oil seal that it's stuck through.